A Georgia elections official is doubling down, calling out President Trump for spreading misinformation about the election.
And the problem is there's people who believe it. And we know that there's nuts out there who are going to think the president called Brad Raffensperger an enemy of the people. You know, we should go after him maybe.
Gabriel Sterling with the Secretary of State's office appeared on CNN tonight. He once again defended elections workers who received death threats for doing their jobs. Today, 11 Alive obtained a police report detailing another incident in Gwinnett County. Archie Newhurst shows you what happened.
False claims of voter fraud, a lot of finger pointing, and now threats of violence and intimidation against elections workers and officials. Georgia's election system is under attack. Here's a timeline of threats Gabriel Sterling with the Georgia Secretary of State's office says have happened since the presidential election. On Tuesday, Sterling mentioned a 20-something-year-old worker for Dominion voting system in Gwinnett County received death threats, saying he would be hung for treason.
He was transferring a report on batches from an EMS to a county computer so he could read it. It has to stop.
Also on Tuesday, we learned of another situation in a Lawrenceville police report. Police say a man from Oklahoma called them upset there was a car leaving the elections building filled with what he believed to be computers containing data for the 2020 general election. The man told police he was watching a live stream via Twitter handle @SGTMAL. The officer wrote in the report the car was followed for 10 miles. Turns out the officer says new desk phones were in the boxes inside the car. The Twitter account has since been suspended. Meanwhile, in this tweet on November 21st, Sterling says he even has security detail outside of his home now, and the wife of Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger has received sexually explicit threats.